Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Living Divinity. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about integrity. Integrity should be part of your life. It should stand for something. It should be something that you won't put aside for someone else. Integrity, the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. He is known to be a man of integrity. Synonyms: honesty, uprightness, probity, rectitude, honor, honorableness, upstanding, good character, principles, ethics, morals, high mindfulness, right mindfulness, noble mindedness, virtue, decency, fairness, scrupulousness, sincerity, truthfulness, trustworthiness, the state of being whole and undivided, upholding territorial integrity and national sovereignty. Synonyms: unity, unification, wholeness, coherence, cohesion, undividedness, togetherness, solidarity, coalition. In these days that we live in today, there aren't that many people who really hold on to integrity. I am someone who has lost it and then gained it and lost it and gained it. And I realized one thing, that it's something that when I give it up, when I show a lot of flex, like I'm flexible about my integrity, usually I get spent. Usually people take advantage of me. Usually people see right through the fact that maybe I'm showing a little weakness, and therefore that's why I give that up in my life, to get along. The fact of the matter is, I am who I am. And if I don't have integrity for myself, why would anybody want to trust me? If I treat people like I want to be treated, and they're not giving it back, why should I stretch? Why should I twist? Why should I conform my integrity to fit in? I think it's very important to understand that the people who hold on to integrity are the people that I want to surround myself with. I don't want to surround myself with fake people. I don't want to surround myself with backstabbers. I don't want to surround myself with jealous people. I want to be around people who hold themselves at a higher moral, the moral compass. Hold it up high. You know, it's like my second husband and I, when we were working, you know, we worked for a billionaire. We thought he was just a millionaire, but he had probably about 70 properties on Oahu, and Lord only knows how many in New York City. That was his base. But, you know, he left his little money clip with $100 bills folded up in there real nice. And yeah, we saw it. Yeah, how interesting is that? There's not any amount of money that I would take, even if nobody was looking. Because the last thing I want to do is be accused of it. There isn't anything that I would take to destroy my name. My name has gone through the mud many times, whether I deserved it or not. And the truth always comes out. You know, working for people, having my own company that I shared with my husband at the time, it was very important for us to be forthcoming. We would go and visit with them, and we would fill them out, and they would qualify us just as we would qualify them. And if we came to an agreement for the work to be completed and an amount, we would move forward, but we would always say, this is just these fees. These are the costs for these items. If we tear out the floor and your floorboard's damaged, we don't want to put new floor on top of it. The subfloor has to be repaired. That's going to be a different price. If we are tiling your bathroom and the tear out turns out there's nothing backing the old backer boards, there has to be pieces installed to support the new tile. So we always try to make it clear, and we always try to repeat to the customer what they were telling us, so we had a clear agreement. And that's how we built our name. And you know, my husband, he was an alcoholic. I'm sure he still is. It's probably hidden. I don't really know, but he was hard to handle, especially when he was drinking, and he wanted more and more and more. That actually diminished part of who I was and who I stood for, because giving in to him wasn't what I wanted to do regarding drinking. Drinking during the day, drinking during the work hours, you know, that wasn't who I was. But to make us get along, to make it work, I had to. And it took away from me. It took away from my self-esteem. It took away from what I saw as right and what I saw as wrong. And all of a sudden, the black and white lines became gray. And I really lost myself in that relationship. I don't really think he even has the first clue of how much he really hurt me. And we were divorced December of 2019. And I want to be with somebody. But after trusting, the first one was 18 years, the second one was 16 years. How could I trust anybody else? How can I even trust myself to choose right after choosing wrong twice? And even if I chose right those 2 times, and we just became unbalanced and I couldn't balance us back, how would I know for the 3rd time? There's no guarantee. My integrity, myself, my It's like I have an internal safe, and I'm the only one that has a combination to it. How long will it take for me to trust again? How long will it take for me to open up my internal safe and go through my little folders in there of things of the past? How will I know that the things of the past won't come into my next relationship? I'll tell you how I know. I am in touch with God Almighty. I am connected to the Most High. I have trust in Him. I will not choose anybody. I choose God. And the one for me is the one that God will choose. I am highly protected. I am divinely guided. I am made whole. Nobody will enter this home without God say so. I had one young kid knock on my side door, and I see him on the street sometimes, and I was smoking cigarettes, and I kind of handed him a couple cigarettes because he saw that I bought a pack. And I said, "Don't be coming to my house. Don't, like, this is not an invitation for you to come to my house to bum a cigarette. Here's a couple cigarettes." And, we were just talking and stuff, and, well, I'll be 62 this year, and I told him how old I was. He didn't believe it. I said, "Okay, I'm 42. And he said he's 33, that we're only 9 years apart. I let him believe whatever he wanted to believe. I told him I was going to be 62 this year, and he didn't believe me. He thought I looked more like 42. And a few days later, he came knocking at my side door, and the dog barked. And I opened the door. I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Did you knock at my door?" He said, "Yeah." Like, he wanted to come over to visit me. I was like, "No." I said, "I told you not to come knocking at my door. Now, go away." And the neighbor saw him. And it's a new neighbor. I barely say hi to him, And, but he saw, and I'm like, I said, "If I see you on the street and I have a cigarette, I'll give you a cigarette. Don't come knocking at my door." So, there's only been the owner of who I rent from has come into my home, and that's because he could do these small repairs, right? And then his worker came in one time when my outlet, how it has that trigger button, the red one, that's because it's near water, so he had to reset it. And then my nephews. I have 2 nephews that have stopped by. And that's it. No other males have come into this home. And my uncle's wife has been here. And my sister and her husband came once. And that's it. I don't let anybody in my home. This is my safe spot. This is my place where I feel safe. God protects my home. God protects my vehicle. Being on this platform, trying to help people come out of the dark, trying to talk to them about raising their moral compass. If I reach one person, that's one person the devil has lost or had capability of probably taking that person's soul. But if I just helped one person, that's what I'm here to do. And being on this platform, I would say probably, actually not this YouTube platform, but my Facebook platform. There was probably about 2 years that I really suffered from spiritual warfare, where I felt drained. People like suck the energy out of me, and they're not even anywhere around. People get angry at what I'm saying or doing, and I feel my skin like burning and poking. 1,000 needles on my arms and my legs. I have to take spiritual baths and spiritual showers, and I have to cleanse, keep the house clean. Even if I go without vacuuming, that's more the negative can attach to. So you can get like monitoring spirits. People actually, the saying about the fly on the wall. Well, it's really actually real. People can, what do you call it? It's like jumping, like spiritually they jump. Part of them jumps into like a fly, and the fly's flying around your house, and then the fly lands on the wall. It sees everything you're doing, and it's like reporting back to that person. These are all like demonic possessions of some sort, things that I don't really know anything about. I only know about this monitoring spirit because I've had it, but now I keep my place cleaner. And, even the sprays that I use, I spray my house with a cleaning solution, and just cleaning the air and cleaning my blankets, my carpets, my tile floors. The more I clean it, the less that monitoring spirits can come and attack me. So you see, we have to stand in our integrity, even through the pain of sort of like ranking up the levels up. I spend a lot of time sleeping. I've even heard that people wonder how I'm doing, and they come and check on me, and they say, "Oh, she's just sleeping." How are they able to do that? Some people I'm energetically connected with. The ones that are jealous of me, I don't really want to be connected with them. And I don't really want them knowing what I'm doing. And, like they're family members. I still love them and everything, but I just don't want them in my business. I want them to stay in their own lane, and I'll stay in my own lane. And I will ask them for nothing, because it's all games. It's all games. They freely take, but when you ask them for something, they have a hard time giving it, even if it's $40 till I get paid. So I just learned to be without those things. I make a way. God makes a way for me. So holding on to my integrity, holding on to my self-love, holding on to what counts. What counts? Ask God what counts. He'll tell you. I'm not perfect, and I've had my bad days. Some days I can only give 40%, some days only 10%. Some days I'm just knocked out. I'm just sleeping all day. And sometimes I give 100%, 110%. standing up for God it can be a lonely place. It can be a lonely place. Some people, some indigenous Indians that I'm friends with on Facebook, they say that I talk about the white man's God, and I just have to explain to them that there's only one God and one love. Like Bob Marley says, you know. God bless his soul. One God, one love. We just call them different names. So if we all band together, and if we can accept that love is love, and love comes before hate, those are the kind of people I want to band around, and I want around me. So I ask God today, surround me, Lord. Surround me, Creator, with those who are like you, those who stand up for you, those who stand up for those that can't stand up for themselves, those that speak up for those that can't speak for themselves, those that help those who were hurt, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I ask God tonight, bring me around the right group where I can share my stories and they can share their stories with me. And maybe God will give us this network, this special network just for us, just to share our stories so we could reach out to other people on a platform that carries no judgment but is based on love. Wouldn't that be amazing? So I started out regarding integrity. Integrity has a lot to do with truth and not deceiving and being honest and having a moral compass. But you know, it's always about love. It's always about love on the forefront. It's always about God, Creator, Spirit, Source, Master of the universe. It's about doing the work for Him. I hope I've helped somebody. I hope I've helped somebody out there. I hope that if you're alone on this journey right now, to know that you are really never alone. When you reach for Creator to touch your heart, it brings about a love that's unexplainable, untouchable, unmatched, undeniable. You're also connecting with your ancestors. You're also connecting with loved ones, friends that have passed over. And you're never really alone. Just stay on your journey and do your healing. Talk to Spirit. Talk to the Creator. And ask Him to come into your heart, to be a part of your life, to guide you and protect you. And if you're single and you want a relationship, God will find the right one for you. If you just hold fast and trust in Spirit, trust in love, and heal what you can that's in that little safe of yours that's locked up. I hope I've helped someone out there. Thank you. Have a great evening. God bless you all. Creator, keep my people safe. Help them heal. Thank you. See you the next time.